Hey fellow gamers, I'm going to be reviewing the Star Wars Jedi Starfighter, which was just re-released on Xbox One through their Gold Pass that I belong to. This game originally came out in 2002. Hopefully it'll be pretty good. Usually Star Wars games are kind of iffy. So I'm going to go through the game, get some gameplay, maybe about an hour or two, and then give you the review afterwards. Hopefully it's not crap. And hopefully the Force will be with me. Alright, here we go. Jedi Starfighter. Actually work. You actually have to adjust the sound quite a bit. As cool as the music might be, because it's Star Wars music and John Williams probably wrote the whole damn thing, you can't actually hear what any of the voices are saying unless you have the voice turned up all the way.
You heard me.
Yeah, I heard you. I wouldn't before. And you have all the other effects down pretty low, because I couldn't hear them, because there's all sorts of background noise and music going on. You have no idea what the wingmen are saying, and it's important because that's the only clue you have as to what you're actually supposed to do, because there's very little written instructions, and you can already hear the frustration in my voice. And yes, that in and out thing, that's probably the only cool feature in this game. So as you can see, I've kind of played it a little bit, and yeah, I didn't really think much of it. So there's a training portion of this game, and I found out that it just is that these things fly, they have guns, there's a very piss-poor targeting system, and you can do a barrel roll. Yay! It wouldn't be a Star Wars game without that. Although I don't see the Mickey Mouse ears, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not going to read this out loud. I'm assuming people can read. This is supposed to be during the prequels. That's why none of this makes probably any sense. Adigalia? No clue. Absolutely no clue. It's just for this game. Okay. Can't even read the text now. Can we move forward with the game? Any second. Come on. Oh, come on already! You can't even read that! Ooh, East Coast people. You guys are a little bit too close. Things are warming up nicely out there.
Greetings, Captain Torf. I trust we can speak freely.
Ah, Count Dooku. What a pleasant interruption. Yes, this is a secure comm channel.
Frying marshmallows out
I'm
there.
troubled by reports of a resistance movement in the Carfax system. I hope it won't impact our research.
The Trade Federation has taken complete
that
control
hologram
of the
is
system
taking
and is
a lot
prepared
of
to crush
bandwidth.
the resistance.
I don't know why
The
they just
project
can't
is still on
use
schedule. It won't be long before the weapon is ready.
cell phone like
I
everybody
hold
else.
you to that, Captain. The countermeasure must be delivered to Geonosis when our allies
These are
arrive.
real blurry, just
We
like...
cannot afford a delay.
I understand. I'll keep close watch over the system and the Trade Federation.
Good. Serve me well, Torf, and you'll hold a
Oh,
prominent
he's got
place
a
in
scar,
the new order.
therefore he's bad and has a backstory. turret so you can shoot behind you.
Nice work, Master Gallia. The prototype is quite effective.
And it was only flying at half speed. But it still needs rigorous combat testing.
Well, you should get your chance soon enough. I sense that Master Windu has
that
a new
the
assignment
devil?
for you.
That's odd. He usually keeps his thoughts well hidden.
He still does, but then I just talked to him, and he wants you to report to the Jedi Council chamber immediately.
I'm on my way.
Hey, all right, Samuel L. Jackson.
Master Gallia, was the prototype all we expected?
What?
Yes, Master Windu, but I sense that is not why you summoned me here. The recent political events trouble you.
Your insight serves you well. Count Dooku's
voice isn't
separatist
even
movements
close.
causing talk of war, and the Jedi could become involved. But we now face a far more immediate threat.
I mean, they could at
Monitoring the
least have,
Krafik system and
I don't know,
discovered an unsettling
gotten
trade
someone that
Federation
would
presence.
impersonate
To my
Samuel L.
knowledge, the
Jackson.
Krafik system is remote and lawless. Whatever the Trade Federation
So
is
is
doing
she
there, it
alien
can't be
because she
legal.
has a funny hat
In
and
fact, we believe they are building
green
weapons.
makeup on?
We want you to confirm this and
That's
destroy
very
any threat
Star
without
Trek
attracting
like, not
unwanted
Star
attention.
Wars like. Usually with
What
Star
is
Wars
local
you have to be
pirates?
vaguely
They formed a
racist.
small resistance movement
to be
led by a
an alien.
Fioran named Nim, but they don't have any hope of victory.
Without our help.
Exactly. We hope you'll be able to join forces with Nim.
I've read his dossier in the archives. According to his personality profile, he won't welcome our
So
intervention.
how
Probably
come
not.
all the other
I've
Jedi
arranged
get
for
to
you
have to
meet
wear
one of his
this
allies near the Ruby Nebula.
I'll leave immediately.
Be careful,
pajamas,
Master Gallia.
but
If you run into trouble, we can't promise
she
a
can
cavalry.
wear
The
that
Force will
weird
be my
outfit.
guide.
And may it protect you as well.
Whatever. All right, let's just skip ahead to some gameplay. I'm going to level 10 here, so you can see a little bit of how this plays out.
Shooting star to Old Folks Home. Do you copy?
Old folks.
Old folks home here.
Master Windu, the hex threat has been eliminated.
Jeez, there's
The
that
Krafik
poor
system is
voice
safe
actor
for the
again.
moment.
I knew you'd succeed, Master Gallia. In fact, we were counting on it.
Obi-Wan needs us.
Yes, we received his distress call and
Why are we upside down? There was no need for that.
Join us.
I'll
I
proceed
mean, I
to
get that you're in
zero the
space,
system
but why did you
immediately.
need to turn around?
Careful, Lottie. It appears that Dooku and his allies are preparing for conflict. Mace out.
That was unnecessary.
Nim, I've been called to another battle.
Figures, just when we were getting used to having you around.
If you need help regaining your base, I can...
No, we have it under control, and the Jedi need you. And get going.
Good luck, Nim.
Don't need it, but thanks anyway. And may the Force be with you, Jedi.
What?
Nothing. Juno, recon report.
We've located components to an orbital cannon. I think we can salvage them.
Yeah.
Good work. That
It's the
cannon's
yellow
gonna be a
submarine.
tweet on lock.
If we get to it first. The Trade Federation is mounting a salvage operation of its own.
We're the pirates here. Revenants, move in and grab those cannon
Yeah,
parts.
pirating time.
We need to destroy that tug before it gets back to the salvage fleet.
I have the tug on sensors. Uploading target information now.
Great,
Oh,
let's
yeah,
hustle, people.
They're trying to take the barrel. Stop them. Some of the defense turrets are still active. Where are they getting the power?
They ain't Turks, they're droid starfighters. Not a bad trick.
Tricky droids. That's just what we need.
At least they're easy to take out. All right, scratch one tug.
So, pew, 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 pew. Take that, Beatles.
One is trying to recover the canister.
There we are. Tug. Hit the tugboats. Boy, there goes Ringo. There goes Paul. There's John. We'll just say Yoko Ono was in that one. For the heck of it. It's really a shame. You know, people like their music.
Tug 3 is getting cooked.
Alright, well, where are they? Who's who? Where? Yeah, and it pretty much just keeps going on like this for the entire game. Just shooting stuff, blowing things up. Yeah. Boom. Okay, so that's the gameplay. As you can see, it's pretty much a game for Star Wars fans, but only really if you were really into the prequels. I mean, gameplay kind of works out all right. I will say, though, that it was very frustrating, kind of knowing where the objectives were, what exactly to do, how to target things. You had to go through and click on targets through a series. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense how they did this. The bumping into different objects, and then you have this weird editing that would denote that you bumped into something that really didn't make much sense either. The character development was basically none. The other characters that were in there that were from the Star Wars universe, they assumed that you knew who they were, which was basically Mace Windu. And they only really had a very poor voiceover for replacing Samuel L. Jackson, which was kind of a disappointment. I will say, though, that it is playable. I can see why it's free with the Gold Pass. And I will say, though, that there was a little bit of a jewel in this game that I'm adding on to the end of this video, which is they put on this series of outtakes, which weren't really outtakes. It was basically these little comedic vignettes that they added on to the game based upon the characters that were in the game. And there's pretty much, that's what, for me, brought the nose up on this thing, just because that was actually somewhat humorous. And I'm going to play those next for you. But first, the rating. I'm using the rating system from Game Informer. They don't pay me to show their magazine or anything like that, but I like their system of numbers. They have a 1 through 10 system, with 10 being outstanding and 1 being just garbage. I'm giving it a 6, which they call limited appeal. Although there may be fans of games receiving this score, many will be left yearning for a more rewarding game experience. That's pretty much what this game was for me. I mean, mechanics were kind of off. Good for a night or two of playing, maybe, and that's about it. Be sure to check back on my channel again, like and subscribe, and here are the funny outtakes I'm going to put on for you, so you don't have to actually go onto the game. Oh, and use the passcode Longo. Use the passcode Longo, and then you don't have to worry about really even playing the game to see the outtakes and the other bonus material, which I think already played out on there for some of the bonus material. Anyways, see you next time. Bye-bye.
Sources are unreliable, Captain. The resistance is insignificant, and their recent attack was only a minor setback.
Hey, look, give me back. Just tell me the truth, okay? Does this robe make me look fat?
All right, Revenants. We're gonna bust in there, set up our suicide timers, and hang on a sec. Hello? Mom? Oh, this really isn't a good time. Yes, I know I was supposed to call. Oh, okay. I'm fine. How about... Yeah? Okay, I will, sweetie. I gotta go, Ma. Okay. Bye. Love you too. Attention! All right, listen up!
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. No money down, cash back, and I'll throw in a toaster. That's the best I can do.
How was that? If you like, I can do it with a little more je ne sais quoi.
How about we all have an off-site and do some old-fashioned go-kart racing this afternoon? What do you say?